Well, hey, what I was practicing there was I was goofing off with the add 9 and 6/9 chords. Um, you need to get to know them. Yes, you do. The add 9 and 6/9 chords can be used as I was demonstrating um, to complement the regular major chords as I was playing a mixture of, as I was replacing the C with the C add 9. I was replacing the G with the G 6/9. And I was replacing the F with the F minor 7, or I'm sorry, D minor 7, which is also, um, I think, F6. Um, so I was embellishing a more mellow version of the first 4 and 5. If I was to play the first 4 and 5 versions of what I just played, it would be something like this. Your regular C. And I was also throwing the A minor in there too. So, um, if you wanted to turn the genre around um, and play uh, better chords, well, I wouldn't say better chords, but more mellow, more prettier chords. You know, we do a lot of rocking and rolling and bluesing, and sometimes we want to change the genre a little bit. That's not um, either one. That would be folk. Folk is neither bluesy all the time, anyway, nor is it rock and roll. It's folk. And those chords, the add 9 and the 6/9, are usually played more on an acoustic. I don't play the acoustic very much. I play ukulele and electric guitar. Um, so, um, and maybe one of these days I'll do a uh, lesson or a demonstration of the add 9 chords on the ukulele, because you can play them on the ukulele too. The 6/9, I don't know, but I know you can play the add 9 chords on the ukulele. Um, this is my first in a series of teaching yourself guitar. I'm going to create the series, and it's going to be moving kind of slow, but I'm going to try and help those that are interested in uh, learning um, to get better on their guitar. I've been playing for a while, but I put my guitar in the closet and I let it collect dust for a while. It was the ukulele. I said this in another video. It was the ukulele that got me to picking it back up. So thank God for the ukulele. The add9 and 6/9 chords, as I said in a video that I deleted, they are almost identical. I think it's the 6 that makes the difference. The C6/9 chord has a more fuller sound. That's why in certain chord books, Lord help me, they don't demonstrate every chord because some chords are just either thicker or softer versions of others. Just for example, just like I was playing up there, the D minor 7th chord is also, I think, the F6 chord. Don't quote me. But I think it's the same chord. And I was playing that D minor 7 up there. So sometimes if a chord book is playing D minor 7s, it won't show you all the 6s. Okay? Because they're basically the same chords, depending on what letter you use. But having all the chords there helps you know your keys very well. Here's a complete, exhaustive chord book here that my daughter got me for my birthday, probably over 5 years ago. This is 2,600 chords in here. So, and you don't need to know every chord. As I said, some chords, when you play, they'll come to you and you'll say, it just seems to fit. Like I was watching a BB King video today. He talked about 95% of his playing just comes to him from practicing the basics. 95% of his playing comes to him from practicing the basics. And it just comes out of him, you know. Because, the guy that was interviewing him, this was an old video. The guy that was interviewing him told him, he asked him, he says, why do you play it that way? He says, because it seems to fit. So when you're playing chords, learn them all. Now, this here is a blessing. This here is a blessing. Okay. This is a blessing. This is a pocket chord book, and it has all the chords that you really need to know in here. Okay. It has all the chords that you really need to know. Okay. So, it's 36 chords for each key. If you know 36 chords for each key, you're good. You're really, really good. Okay. I don't know 36 chords for each key. Okay. But you need to have a way of practicing that. Let me show you one more thing that I demonstrated in another video. If I have it here. Yeah, I got it in the closet. Oh well. I have it in the closet, but I have a Teach Yourself guitar chords book that will I have a Teach Yourself guitar chords book that will show you um, how to play all your chords in a way that trains your ear. My point is, learn your chords in a way that trains your ear. And then you'll be able to hear. And what got me on the add9 and 6/9 chords is my pastor from my church. He's an excellent guitar player. And he he um, plays add9 chords very fluently, and he plays them constantly. Every time he's up to do worship in church, he plays the add9 chords. He uses them to play so many different things. And I told him one day, I says, you have to show me your use of the add9 chords. And he tried to give me a little lesson, and he was showing me how he throws it into a song um, based on the major chord or the minor chord. Like I said, you can throw it in there with your minor sevenths and your majors. It all depends on the key. And it's a good chord. It's a versatile chord because it can go great with both majors and minors and jazz chords. And it's just a matter of playing those chords. But I wanted to demonstrate them to you because they really add flavor to your music. And you can use them by themselves, as I was showing you. Um, you can use them by themselves, or you can use them blended in with like the major chord or the minor chords that are in the same key. And so here's the chords. There's the G add9 that I was playing, the G6/9 that I was playing. There's the F. Um, so the little tune that I was playing when I started the video was the C add9, G6/9, and D minor 7 and A minor. Okay. I was playing 4 chords. So I hope this helps. I want to do more videos. Let me show you this again in case you don't have any chord books at home. You don't have any materials. I want to show you this again. I wrote these down. Okay, out of this book. I wrote them down out of this book. So I just figured I would put that together for you. And I want to say it again, the 6/9 chords are a little more fuller than the add9 chords. So, as I said before, a lot of chord books that show the 6/9 chords won't show the add9 chords. I think it's the 6 that gives the chord a fuller sound. And it all depends on what inversion of both chords types that you play. But I would say learn them both and get used to the sound of them in your ear. And then whenever you want to, um, you can uh, throw them in some of your favorite tunes as a passing chord, or you can start with those chords and then close with your major, or you can start with your major and close with your 6/9 or your add 9. Okay. Um, what else did I want to say? Um, can't think of it, but um, learn uh, learn them in a way so that you can hear them. I already said that. I'm just repeating myself. So I guess that's good enough. If I've been able to help you at all, uh, let me know. Criticism is fine. If you want to criticize and say, "Well, that was the worst lesson that I've ever heard," that's fine too. I really wish that I had better video, like a video program where I could like have the chords going across the screen, but I had to write them down out of this book. I also wish that I could use the audio without pushing my amp up on, but I'm doing this from my iPhone, so. And you can also look up these chords online. Just go to your computer and type in, uh, you know, altered chords, or whatever key that you want to play in. Let's say if you want to play in the key of C, type in C add 9 chords, or G add 9, or G 6/9, or whatever. But the G add 9 and the G6 chord are like really actually should or some of your basic chords before you even get into jazz chords. They're some of your basic chords, or you could call them your first jazz chords that you um, got to learn. But they're very important to your regular chord studies, and that's why I'm getting back um, into teaching myself guitar, because I was letting it collect dust for a while, and like I said, it was a ukulele that got me back. So, um, and I don't know as nearly as many chords as I should know. I should know by now. Um, I should know. I don't know, like 500 chords. Right off the top of my head. I know enough, but I don't know as many as I wish. Um, I got divorced years ago, and when I got divorced, I kind of put my guitar away, and then I got settled down um, again, and I started picking it back up, and then uh, I got real busy working all these different jobs and stuff like that, and I put it down again, and then I was introduced to the ukulele, and it was kind of like my guitar was sitting over there in the corner saying, "Hey, what about me?" It was getting jealous of my ukulele. So I had to get back on the bandwagon and start actually learning both. And that's what I'm going to do on this channel. I'm going to try and learn all my chords, both the guitar and the ukulele. And I'm going to try to put some of my better work um, onto the channel, so that I might help others, if you know what I'm saying. So, especially those that are just starting out, because I run into a lot of people who say, hey, you play guitar? And I say, yeah, I play a little. And they say, man, I'd like to learn guitar one of these days. And what I want to do is I want to direct them to my YouTube channel and say, well, go to YouTube on your computer. Um, I teach a little bit of basic stuff, as I practice it myself. So again, this is the first in a series called Teaching Yourself Guitar. Excuse me. Um, and again, I hope this helps. Let me know. Um, let me know what you think. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for visiting my channel. Subscribe, like or dislike. God bless you.